pick up the phone and I'd call you myself, but I know you won't be home. Now can't you see what you're doing to me? You've taken and broken my heart. Well, it's time to start all over again. How many times will you break my heart? How many times will I cry? I know that you have got somebody else, but I'll give it one more try. Now can't you see what you're doing to me? You're taking and broken my heart. Well, it's time to start all over again. How many times will I play the fool? How many beers will go dry? There's more to life than waiting for you. I gave you my heart, what more can I do? You've taken my heart and you broke it in two. You won't get one more try. No, you won't get one more try. No, you won't get one more try.
Chicken Little. The sky is falling?
A chicken?
You're not supposed to talk.
Wait, hold it. New clue.
Second word sounds like a dog.
A big dog?
A noisy dog.
A barking dog. A barking chicken dog.
Chicken dog. Chicken bark. Time's up. Jurassic Park, you morons! Chicken dog?
That was Jurassic Park.
The subject was title, wasn't it? You ever hear of a title called Chicken Dog?
What was the chicken?
My attempt at a dinosaur.
Wow, that was a crappy dinosaur.
Told you I was lousy at this game.
Total up. 60, 48. Our team by 12. We win again.
Right.
Another round?
No. No more. I never like charades.
Oh, party poop.
Actually, I agree. I'm getting pretty tired myself.
Are we gonna kill another bottle or what?
Haven't we had enough? How do you think we got talked into charades?
Well, I'm gonna have some more.
Oh, great.
Help yourself.
Where's Pauline and Drummond? Shouldn't they be here by now? They said they were going to be late. Something about a special dinner and everything. They probably just got hung up.
Can I offer you some dessert or an aperitif?
Honey,
Not unless you want something.
guess that'll be all. Thank you.
No extras. What a surprise. I'll be back with your bill.
I guess you're wondering why I planned this whole evening.
Yes, no. I mean, why does everything have to have a plan?
Well, you know, I've been struggling lately, and it's been kind of hard making ends meet at the end of the month.
That's been okay with me, you know that.
Well, you know, every now and then a man has to take his lady out somewhere and do things up right.
This evening has been wonderful, Drew.
There's actually a reason for all of this. Something I wanted to tell you, ask you, really.
Yes?
Well, you know how I feel about you, and we've been together for some time now.
Yes?
And, well, I coming to a point in my life where it's time to take certain steps and make certain decisions.
Yes?
Well, we both have a bright future to look forward to, and I think we should stop and examine our options more closely.
Yes?
Well, I was thinking maybe...
Yes?
I think it's time we started seeing other people.
Yeah, what?
Well, good Lord, I mean, we've been seeing each other exclusively for a couple of years now. How do we know we're right for each other?
What did you say? I blacked out there for a minute.
Well, we could still see each other and everything.
Did you say you want to see other people? Is that what this evening's about?
Yeah. Do you think that's a good idea?
I thought you were going to propose. You mean you brought me here to tell me that you want to date other women?
Well, you can see other guys, too. I have no objections.
Oh, you don't, do you? I can just go riding off in someone's convertible like a high school cheerleader?
If that's what you want, what's to stop you?
Yeah, that's right. What's to stop me? Who have you been seeing behind my back?
Nobody. I'm just stating a principle. We've been together for 2 years now. How do we know this is exactly what we're looking for?
I know. Or I thought I knew. You've been getting friendly with that slut Sophia from the communications department, haven't you?
Hey, I never thought of her.
Here's your bill. Is there anything else?
Beat it!
God, heteros. I'm in love, I'm out of love, I'm in love, I'm out of love.
All right, what's going on? Something provoked this.
Nothing. I just thought you might be interested in a little change of scenery, that's all.
A change of scenery? Are you looking for another landscape to plant your dumb ass on?
Well, come on. I mean, after 2 years, don't you think the same menu gets a little stale after a while?
Take me home.
I thought we were going to Ephraim's tonight. We're invited.
You can go there by yourself. I'm taking my stale ass home and putting it to bed alone.
You look upset. Are you upset?
Drummond, dear boy, if you don't know me well enough by now to know when I'm upset, you don't know me.
Look, I think if we just take some time and think through all of this, I think we'll get to the root of your problem.
My? Pay the bill and take me home.
Darcy?
Hold on.
You take debit cards.
Let me talk to the trailer camp host, and I'll get back to you.
I got it.
Oh, goody.
We each pick an animal we'd most like to be.
Jesus.
You have to tell us what the animal is and why.
Oh, what if we don't say? Everybody has to guess, and guess why.
What could be more fun than that?
Hey, get in the spirit of things.
All right. I'm no wet rag.
Adam, you first.
Oh, I know what it is already.
How do you know?
Because I know, honey.
Okay then, what is it?
It's a German Shepherd, because he likes big dogs, particularly that one.
Is that it?
Yeah. How'd you pick up on that so fast?
Because I know my big dog.
Well, why don't you try it? Doll, it's your idea.
Well, don't I get a turn?
Are we taking turns like that?
It's a koala. Trust me. Let's move on.
Was that it?
Well, yeah, but it's no fun if people don't guess at it.
Well, you were pretty quick yourself, you know.
Okay, my turn.
It's a fucking zebra.
I didn't pick yet.
But it was going to be a zebra, wasn't it?
Maybe.
It was a zebra. She's been in love with zebras since she was 8.
What if I was gonna pick something else?
Anybody want to put money on it?
I don't think this is working out too well.
Well, that's because somebody isn't in the spirit of it.
Maybe we're just not I want to be an animal type of crowd.
Well, you're so poopsy you don't want to help.
I'm not poopsy. I'm just not up for being an animal tonight.
So what would you suggest?
Can't we just sit here and talk for a while? It really is nobody's sweet 16th birthday.
We've been talking all evening. Just let yourself go. You've got too stuffy a shirt.
Next time I'll wear a less stuffy shirt.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. I've got it. Go.
A lion.
No.
A leopard?
No.
A bald eagle.
That's eagle to you. And no.
Snake. What's everybody looking at me for?
No.
Alligator.
No.
Well, I'm going to say a condor because I know he's fascinated with them.
Not even that.
You haven't gone yet, Jim. Guess.
All right. I'll say The walrus. What? A walrus is a perfectly good animal.
You're not even trying.
Did he say it wasn't?
It isn't.
So I gave it a shot.
Cuckoo-cuckoo.
I thought I was the only one who remembered that line.
You're all wrong.
What is it then?
A drone beat.
Why?
Because all he has to do is get up, go outside, and fuck.
Oh, Lordy.
You getting up?
No, we're going to Belle's.
Really? Why?
Well, you're going to go there on your own, aren't you?
I guess.
Well, why should I ruin my evening because of you? We're going to Belle's.
You sure?
And we're going to have a good time. And you are not going to mention a single thing about tonight, Drummond. I want everyone to think we're happy.
And we're not?
Drive on.
Yes, ma'am. I got it. Of all the people in the world, who would you most want to have sex with?
Leon!
Come on, it's at least as interesting as your animal game.
Probably more.
Now he makes up.
I'll go first if nobody else wants to.
You would.
I'll go.
Excuse me?
All right, I don't have one.
It's not Lena Horne again, is it?
Mind your own business, woman. And don't go knocking Lena Horne.
See?
Yeah, right. We're too old to think about this stuff. At our age, all we can do is relish in a satisfying bowel movement.
Speak for yourself. Billy D. Williams comes to town, honey, your history.
Britney Spears.
What?
She's got a caboose on her, man.
You like Britney Spears?
Oh, I'm just saying, if I had to.
That wasn't the question. It's not whether you have to, it's if you could.
Britney Spears,
Okay, her music sucks. But you were asking, I mean, she's...
How long have you liked Britney Spears?
It's just a game, all right? What's your damn idea? Who's your idea of somebody that's hot?
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
You're not going to get a straight answer out of him.
Who says that's not a straight answer? I can see the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Poolside, Bahamas, round of Mai Tais, 80 degrees. Bright sky overhead. Maybe I should leave it there.
Maybe.
What about you, Darla? If you could pick out somebody.
Oh, from around the world? Oh, let's see. Oh, George Clooney. Really? Or Russell Crowe.
This is all of them.
Macho types.
No, just one or two. Might be nice for a change.
Oh, ha ha.
What are you complaining about? You have the cheerleading squad.
I don't know. I don't know if I want anybody else.
You must be doing something right.
No, it's not him. I just don't want to bother with another man in my life.
This isn't not another man in your life. This is just sex. Say one night.
Well then, definitely no. If he can't stick around long enough to take out the garbage, who wants him?
Now you know why she's devoted. I take out the garbage.
Well, what about you? Who do you want to have sex with?
Somebody who speaks English.
We haven't heard from you yet, Frida.
Nobody. Just my snuggle bunny.
No, come on. You gotta pick somebody.
All right then, Jude Law.
That was quick.
Well, it's your stupid game.
Is that why we went to see that movie last week?
I have an appreciation for fine clothes. He just happened to be in that one.
All right. Now here's a question for the ladies. What do you think is more important, looks or personality?
Personality.
See? They always say that. As if looks are unimportant. And yet they always throw themselves after movie stars or rock musicians. They always go after the captain of the football team in high school. They want the cute guy for the prom. It's such BS. You all picked leading man type movie stars right here and now. How come none of you picked Donald Rumsfeld or something? Ooh, that Donnie's so hot.
You said what was more important, lunkhead. Nobody said looks were unimportant. And by your own rules, you said just sex. If it was just that, for one night, I could hold my nose long enough regarding his personality if it were Brad Pitt.
And besides, nobody on the planet thinks Donald Rumsfeld is hot.
Women just don't think that way.
Not according to your rules.
Well then, what should I have said to set this up?
If you could trade in your mate, who would you pick?
Okay, alright then, we'll go with that. Let's start with you since you brought it up.
You were the one who brought this up.
If you got rid of me, who would you pick?
I don't know, someone who's secure with himself, someone who doesn't take a lot to deal with, someone...
All hypothetical. Someone. Name somebody.
This is all hypothetical.
What about Jim? He's a decent enough guy. Good job. Not hideously disfigured.
Stay the hell out of this one, man.
This is stupid.
How about Adam?
They're newlyweds. Yucko. I don't take other women's men anyway.
Brita just died in a car crash. Adam's available.
Oh, thanks.
What is the point you're trying to make anyway?
I think we're all a little uncomfortable with this line of talk.
All right. The point is women can be just as shallow as men are always accused of being. And they can be just as influenced by looks rather than personality.
Well, yeah. But you've got to admit that there are more men out there who think they are likely to meet their match by watching someone dance around a pole somewhere.
Good boy.
I wasn't looking for brownie points.
I'm going to agree with you, Leon, only up to a point. I've known girls in school and grown women to this day who can be every bit as shallow as a piece of paper. But I don't think you can push it to the generalization you were going for.
I still think the argument can be made. Come on, guys, you gotta back me up on this stuff.
Oh yeah, let's all hang ourselves with the same rope.
Well, look who's here. You made it.
Hi, Val. Hi. I'm at the restaurant.
Waiter had problems with my card.
Look, everybody. Look who finally showed.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Have a seat. Can I get you a drink?
No, thanks.
Got any of that wild turkey?
I'm afraid we're all out.
Beer will do that.
Coming up.
Can I get you kids something else to eat?
I'm actually still okay from the dinner. How was yours, by the way?
We had enough to go around.
Belle made us goose.
Swimming in this heavenly sauce. And I don't usually like gooses.
So where did you go?
The Lamplighter.
Oh, I've heard of them. We should go there sometime. I heard they have some of the best fish fries on Friday nights. Adam was actually going to take me there the night he was planning on proposing, but we ended up going out of town.
I'm sure a lot of people almost proposed there.
Yeah, sir. One beer.
Thanks.
You sure you don't want anything, Pauline? Well, then, as long as you're all here, I want to take a moment to tell you something. Val and I have been talking it over, and, well, we've decided we want to see something of the rest of this world before we're too old to enjoy it. So, I'm going to hang it up. At the end of this semester, I'm going to retire.
Okay.
And let a younger man run the department. And while you youngsters are busy earning your pensions, the two of us are going to take a little trip around the world.
Wow.
Where are you going to go first?
Someplace warm. Screw winter.
Yeah.
We'll be starting in the West Indies. We want to spend some time tracing back our roots, so we'll be going through Africa.
And then we're going to visit some of those places some of those colonial assholes came from. So we're going to spend the last half of our journey in Europe.
Nice.
Congratulations. It'll be fun to retrace your roots. I would like to return to Europe myself someday. Maybe visit my hometown.
There's nothing there but farmhouses. You can see that here.
Well, yeah, but the whole family and all? Just because I'm European, that doesn't mean I've seen the whole place.
Where are you originally from, Rika?
Some truck stop dive called Crappy Cow Schnetza.
Krabkowice.
Everything Schnetza something or other over there.
Don't listen to him. Excuse me a moment.
So, have you drawn up the plans yet? Set a date for the big event?
We're still weighing our options, trying to figure out what we need.
Excuse me a minute.
Actually, Ephraim still has a whole semester and a summer run-through to go through first.
Pauline? Pauline? Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry, all that talk in there. Retirement and seeing the world together, proposals and whatnot.
What? Did you and Drew have a fight?
I thought he was going to propose.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when you didn't make a big announcement and... Wait, you mean he didn't?
He wants us to see other people.
You're kidding! Oh, what a jerk! You poor thing.
I try to put on a brave face, but I just can't do it. You all have happy lives together, and me? I get to date other people.
Something up with Pauline?
Drew didn't propose.
Oh, you're
He
kidding!
suggested they see other people instead.
What a jerk! You poor thing.
I put the last 2 years of all of my free time into that man, and now he wants to play the field? I don't want to see anybody else. What's he talking about?
He's a man. He's not supposed to use his brain.
Is there a problem with some kind?
Drew didn't propose at dinner this evening.
Didn't, as in did not?
He suggested they see other people instead.
You're kidding. What a jerk. Poor thing.
This is what you get for being nice to him all this time.
So half of my guests are suddenly in the kitchen? What's going on in here?
Drummond and Pauline are not engaged.
He didn't propose.
He suggested that they see other people instead.
Young folks don't understand him. What can I say? He's a jerk. Come here, child.
Sorry if this puts a damper on your big news.
Never mind us. Old folks retire every day. It's not new. You just look out for yourself, girl. We'll get you through this.
I'm sorry I fell apart all of a sudden. I wasn't even going to mention it all. But then I could picture Drew and I, after a long and happy life together, going on a world cruise like you. And I couldn't take it.
Hush now. There's no reason to think you guys won't be together for the rest of your lives. This is just a minor deviation. You guys need to sit back and think things through without getting so caught up in the moment. Now sit back and relax. Have some quinine in the fridge. That will make you a nice soft drink.
Quinine's for malaria.
It's also for a woman with man problems. Now just take a load off, and we'll see about this hopelessness you think you've gotten yourself into.
Where's everybody disappeared to? I feel like I'm in the middle of a stag convention out here.
Drummond failed to propose to Pauline. Now he wants to date other women.
Oh? 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 Oh, Pauline, I'm so sorry. He's a fool.
No, he's not. He's a jerk.
That too.
That boy could use some good fatherly advice.
I am not his father.
Well, go out there and whoop his ass then. But for right now, this is a women's meeting. And this is off limits to you men.
I know when I'm in over my head.
What? What? What?
Problem F.
Something's going on.
It seems our young man here failed to propose to his intended this evening.
You didn't?
When she was expecting it.
What's more, he even told her they should see other people.
Oh, man, you're screwed. Hey, wait a minute. I just thought we should be sure before taking any big steps, that's all. What's wrong with that?
Well, nothing. Other than the fact that it's suicide.
You ever want to get back in her good graces, she's got you by the balls. Forever!
You really screwed up, man.
Oh, come on.
You're all married. You telling me that none of you have ever thought twice before proposing to her?
That's not the point.
We thought about it all the time.
We just never opened up our big mouths and said something that stupid to her.
What'd you do? Set aside an evening? Romantic dinner? She's thinking this is her big moment.
You've been dating her exclusively for 2 years, bro.
Women can be kind of sensitive about these kind of things.
You got her hopes built up.
I was just trying to be honest, that's all.
Screw honesty.
You need to develop some tact.
It's too late for that now, boys. What's left unsaid is left undone. And we have to live with it.
It's my life.
But they're going to be nagging us with this shit for a long time.
Thanks, pal.
Uh-oh.
We're in for it now.
Adam, it's getting kind of late. We should probably be moving on.
Actually, Jim, I'm feeling something of a headache coming on. I think we should go too.
Leon, we're not going to be the last ones out again.
Well, thank you all for coming.
Everything was lovely, Bill. I only wish we could have stayed longer.
It was a wonderful dinner, Val.
Good night, Pauline. Everything will turn out well. You'll see. Come on, Adam.
And Ephraim, congratulations on your retirement. I hope everything works out for you.
Thank you.
Take care, Pauline. We're all pushing too. Pauline, for you. Good night.
Sorry we have to run, but we had a wonderful time up until the last minute. Come on, Leon. Good night, Pauline. There are nice people in this world. Come on, Leon.
Now, take me home.
I thought you weren't going to tell the others. You've been deceptive. I'll get the girls.
He's your friend.
Bathroom's yours. Something wrong? Who do you think they're going to give Ephraim's department to when he retires? He built it and ran it entirely himself all those years. I think it's nice they can go traveling for as many months as they want. I wouldn't mind doing that someday. Did you really want to go back home? I mean, what's there? You hardly know those people anymore. It'd be like going back to high school.
Aren't you just like a man?
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You have no idea what happened this evening, do you?
What, that Ephraim's retiring?
You know very well what I mean.
Oh, you mean Drew and Pauline. Misunderstanding. They'll get over it, it's nothing.
See? That's a man's opinion.
Of course it's a man's opinion. I joined the club years ago.
So I suppose you're siding with Drummond?
I'm not siding with anybody. It's their problem.
You think it's fine to build somebody's hopes only to ask permission to fool around?
I never said any such thing. I said it's their problem. I suppose you're siding with Pauline?
She is the wrong party in this case, isn't she?
I don't know that she's been wronged exactly. They do seem to be at a crossroads.
You don't think what Drew did was wrong?
Not exactly. He could have handled it better, which I suppose he thought he was doing.
And how would you handle it?
I'm not exactly sure I'd put myself in that position to begin with.
Were you? Before we were married, did you think it would be nice to date other people? Before you made some sort of a commitment to me?
I suppose I considered it. I can't remember back then, I guess.
What did you decide?
I married you, didn't I?
But after how much consideration?
Plenty.
So you did have reservations?
Don't use the big words until you've mastered the small ones.
Don't change the subject. You were sure you wanted to marry me.
Honey, it's a big step. Naturally. I bet you thought twice about me.
I think I had a better idea than you did.
Okay, maybe you did. But I never changed my mind once it was made up.
But it took you a while.
What's your point?
The point is, you
Endorse.
agreed with Drummond.
I don't agree or disagree. It's their problem.
So who would you rather have sex with if you could? You never answered that question.
For good reason. It's dumb.
How about Brita? She's cute. Or maybe Darla. She looks like she would give you a good tumble.
If you could stomach the BS that comes out of that mouth. I'm turning off the light and I'm going to sleep. I'm no longer a part of this conversation.
I suppose you think I'm no longer sexy, too?
I think you are wonderfully and magnificently sexy. Now let me go to sleep.
You don't like my family. That's why you don't want to go to Poland.
Who said anything about that? I met them once.
You ignored them at the wedding.
I don't speak Polish. I met with them. I liked them. I shared cigars with Uncle... one named after chocolate syrup. Bosco.
Costco?
I even met the gay one. I liked him too.
Uncle Stanislav? Except he's Uncle Christina now.
Enjoyed sharing stories with him about different types of fabric. But I could understand. What's this all about?
Are you still happy to be with me?
Well, of course.
You're not here just out of routine.
No. Whatever problems Drew and Pauline are having have nothing to do with us.
You have no idea what the girl was going through, do you?
Correct. I don't. I'm an idiot, and I'm a tired one. Now let me go to sleep. See me sleep?
That's a man's reaction. No kiss goodnight?
Oh, and you have an available body part not dipped in beeswax I can access?
Get off the phone. It's after midnight. Brita, leave the poor woman alone.
I've got to go. Hang in there. Bye-bye.
That poor creature.
I just saw her. What did you have to talk about yet?
Well, I had to offer some support to her. I couldn't just leave her alone like that.
She'll be all right, Brita. She just had a little disappointment tonight. We'll work things out.
Oh, you're so sure? What's a little disappointment? Some vitamins and a good laxative. She'll be all over it.
That's what I meant.
Well, come on. This is serious enough. How do you think I would have reacted if you'd pulled that on me?
Come on.
No, you tell me, Mr. Kevin Federline, so eager to hump Britney Spears.
Don't tell me you're going to use that against me. It's just a game, for crying out loud.
Well, I noticed Jim was reluctant to participate. Oh, but not you. Get me Britney Spears.
All right. So while you're off having your affair with Jude Law, I'll do Britney Spears. Until then, let's not mention this again.
I'm not that nuts about Jude Law.
Then why bring it up?
Because apparently one of us is drooling his way through People magazine.
Brita, we're having an argument about Britney Spears. Do you realize what's happening here? Let's just go to sleep.
I suppose you're right. I guess it is kind of silly.
Of course it is.
Night, Pookums.
Good night.
How come you're always right? How come I'm never the one who's right?
What?
How come all of our arguments end with you being right? I'm never the one who's right.
I don't know. I never counted. It just works out that way for some reason. Good night.
What do you mean that's just the way things work out? Do you think you're always right and I'm always wrong?
No.
Then why is that the way things work out?
I don't know. It just has for some reason. Go to sleep.
You can't just dismiss me like that. I'm not a child.
Now what?
Why are you always right and I'm always wrong?
No. Maybe you're right too sometimes. Go to sleep.
Sometimes? Maybe I'm right sometimes?
Okay. You're right a lot of times. Happy?
When? When do you consider me to be right?
Rita, this is going nowhere.
Oh, I suppose I'm wrong for bringing it up.
No.
Then I'm right about this.
Yes. Well, no. I don't know. Your timing sucks.
Well, when is a good time to talk about this?
Tomorrow? At breakfast? Perfect time.
I suppose you're right about that, too.
Brita, go to sleep.
I suppose because you've already got your degree, you think you're smarter than me.
That's stupid.
See?
Oh.
You never answered my question. Adam, you haven't answered my question. Adam! Adam! You haven't answered my question!
What question?
When am I right?
Not now.
Okay, not now, but when?
Lots of times.
Like? When do you consider me to be right?
You're right on your opinion on the post office. They are inefficient.
Okay, that's one. What else?
Brita, aren't you the least bit tired?
Not until we get this right. Oh, and you'd be the one to know.
You were right about dinner tonight. Belle's a very good cook.
Yes, I was right about that. Okay, that's two.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Do you want me to name every incident in the last month when you were right?
Well, it wouldn't hurt you to think about it from time to time, Mr. Righty Pants.
Mr. Righty Pants?
Do you still want to talk about this?
Do I look like it?
Neither do I. See? I was right about that, too.
Yes, you were.
Good night.
Good night.
Wait. Adam?
Yeah.
If you could have sex with anybody, who would you pick? And I mean someone you did have access to, unlike Britney Spears.
Jesus.
I would think you would try for Rika. She's kind of sweet, kind of classy. I mean, someone like Darla is okay. She's probably something of a firecracker, but she can be kind of bitchy sometimes. Of course, that husband of hers isn't exactly a prize. They sort of belong together. Oh, that poor, poor creature, Pauline. Oh, I feel so badly for her. What? Hey, what's with you?
Just put my ashes on the mantelpiece.
You're not funny.
No, I'm sleepy.
Oh, all right. You still love me, don't you?
Yes,
That didn't sound very convincing.
you're right.
Drummond is a jerk. That boy needs a good talking to. Why don't you have a real heart-to-heart? Sit down with him. Tell him what a fool he's being. Tell him all the benefits of marriage. Tell him love is a beautiful thing, and he shouldn't throw away an opportunity he's got with Pauline on some bird-brain notion of jumping in the sack with other women. Tell him that living with a really good woman is one of the joys of life. Tell him I'll kick his ass if he doesn't wise up. Why are you defending him? Men always stick together. Well, we have to because of the way you guys act. I'm not blaming you, but you could have been a bit more sympathetic to Pauline. Okay, I don't want to argue. Spit!
I wasn't the one who brought it up, and I don't think we should interfere.
A man's opinion.
How is that a man's opinion? What should I have said instead? Oh, butting in is a typical woman's approach? You hate it when I categorize things that way. Why, when you do it, it's suddenly politically correct?
Because you do behave that way, Leon. You and your buddies.
Oh, now our friends are my buddies? Well, why do you behave the way you do? Why do you have this urge to fix things? Why do you want to interfere with something that ultimately is none of your damn business?
If you could have seen that girl tonight.
I was under the impression I did.
I mean, in the kitchen. She was a mess. Poor kid.
Would any of you have let us in if we tried? Did any of you step out and say, for a real picture of despair, come on and take a look at how Drummond psychologically beat the crap out of Pauline?
Well, no.
So I didn't see how she had been devastated. But it's my guess the two of them are going through a phase, or at least Drew is. And since he is a part of them, they both are. It may resolve for better or for worse, but it isn't for us to pry.
Unless they ask.
Are they really going to do that?
You should have seen Pauline's eyes. She was begging for help.
Well, if she can coordinate her eyes with her mouth and ass, that's something else. And even then, you only want to get so involved. Until then, butt out.
Ah, I know somebody in the psychology department. Phyllis. I bet she'd be willing to talk to them both to get this straightened out.
Whoa, you do not want to straighten out somebody's life for them. Danger, danger!
It wouldn't hurt to have her talk to them just a bit to see if she can do anything for them.
Darla, this is a plane destined to crash.
It wouldn't hurt to ask.
Yeah. Ask, just ask. I'd say no, but I know you're going to do whatever you want regardless of what I say. Just ask. Promise me you won't do any more than that.
Just ask. I promise.
This Phyllis, she's a marriage counselor or something?
Actually, she's a cheese psychologist.
A what?
She helps people overcome problems with food disorders and whatnot. I guess she specializes in cheese-related emotional dysfunctions. She's an eminent shrink in her field. Just wrote a book.
An eminent cheese psychologist. There's more than one?
New field, I guess. Anyway, she's a basic head doc. She's had training in all fields, including couples counseling. Even if she can't help them, I'm sure she knows somebody who can.
My reservations about sending our friends to a counselor unasked for, especially a cheese therapist, are myriad. For everybody's sake, just suggest nothing more.
And if they say no, take that as an answer that means no. Got it?
All right, curmudgeon.
Enough about this for tonight.
It's all your fault, you know.
Huh?
You with your sex questions. You got everybody riled up. Did you see how uncomfortable everybody was getting?
Drew and Pauline weren't even there. Besides, it was just a dumb game. Made no more sense than your let's be an animal idea.
Okay, the wine was getting to me. It was cute. At least it wasn't sex. People weren't in a proper mood to deal with Pauline because of you.
Go to sleep, Darla.
So, who do you want to have sex with, besides the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders?
Nobody. At the moment, not even you.
Well, you must have brought it up for some reason.
Maybe the wine got to me, too. It's just a dumb game, Darla.
I wonder.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I wonder. I bet you're dying to get into one of those girls' pants.
Go to sleep, Darla.
Did you ever think about seeing other people before we got married? Leon. Did you? Leon? How convenient.
Frida? Frida? Where the hell is Frida?
She went to lunch.
Lunch? Huh. She told you and not me?
Yes.
And who the hell are you?
I'm your 1 o'clock.
All right, come on in.
Just a few questions on your intake form. Your name is Sniddle?
Yes.
First name
Sempronius. I was named after a Roman general. People call me Semi for short.
Semi. Semi-Sniddle. Is that what you want me to call you?
No.
And your middle name is Middle?
Yes, but with 2 M's.
Ah, yes, so I see. Middle. I thought it was misprint. Your mother gave you that?
She don't like to complicate things.
Then why spell it with 2 M's?
She was complicated.
Middle, Sniddle then, eh? And you want me to call you?
Mister.
Very well then, Mr. Sniddle. What can I do for you?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain.
That's what I'm here for, Mr. Sniddle. The hard to explain. Caramel.
No, thank you.
Go on then.
Well, I was at this banquet. It was actually a wedding.
Ooh.
And there was this table where everybody helped themselves.
Been there, done that.
And as I walked up to it, there was this platter with little breads and crackers bordering it all the way around.
Talk about a warning sign.
And in the center, under the grapes,
Way ahead of your brother.
and suddenly, I just couldn't deal with it.
Let it out. This is important.
Little fluted triangles of pepper jack cheese and pesto sour cream. And in the center...
You can do this.
an entire wheel of brie.
Oh, that's one of the toughest to get over.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm usually not like this. But I've always been intimidated by cheese. Especially the French ones. They're always sitting there with their snooty, bitter taste and their superior attitudes. And I know they disapprove of me. I know they do. And people say I'm too sensitive, but I think it's a fault of the cheese, not me. What do you think, Doctor?
It's not important what I think, Mr. Snittle. It's what you think that matters.
I mean, it's the fault of the cheese, isn't it? They're always sitting there waiting to clog my arteries. After all, it's nothing but moldy animal fat. Who thought putting moldy animal fat in you was a good idea?
It's one of the great unsolved mysteries of our time. Mr. Snittle, there are millions out there who let themselves be intimidated by cheese. Most of them never admit to it. It is the great, secret, silent, psychological menace of civilization. You would be amazed how many people have an innate fear of cheese. You meet them on the street every day and never even know it.
I've always been afraid of cheese.
But you have the courage to face it. Unlike all those others, you have taken your first step on the road to recovery. Oh, you just relax. I can help you.
Bless you, Doctor.
Frida? Frida? Where the hell is Frida?
Probably still at lunch.
Who the hell is this? Oh, my God. Darla. Yeah, sure. Just a minute. You hang in there, Mr. Snittle. Help is on the way. Frida? Darla, darling, how are you? Mwah, mwah.
I'm interrupting something, aren't I?
He'll get over it.
What's up? I have a friend with a problem.
Oh.
Her fiancé didn't propose.
What a jerk. She was expecting it, I suppose.
She's a mess. I thought you could use someone professional to talk to.
Well, sure. Give her one of my business cards. As a friend of a friend, I'll give her half off. She just needs a few sessions to get herself over the hump.
That would be wonderful.
And how's her attitude towards dairy products these days?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Watch her. She's vulnerable.
Okay, thanks.
How's Neil?
Leon.
Whatever.
Fine.
And how's your attitude towards dairy products?
Couldn't be better. Gotta run.
Oh, baby, the shirts too?
Why are you keeping all this crap at my apartment? You don't live here.
No, I'm here often enough. You can keep the toothbrushes.
I don't want your damn toothbrushes. Why do you have so many anyway?
I always forget them.
You were keeping this awful thing at my apartment?
Oh, baby, don't destroy that. That's the scratch and sniff issue.
Why were you keeping it here?
You know, sometimes I need a little inspiration.
And stop babying me. I'm not your baby anymore.
Hey, can't we just talk about this? I'm trying to be reasonable here.
We have to do something about the men.
Why?
Oh, sweet, innocent Brita. Get your head out of your ass. Didn't you notice how casually the men took Pauline's news?
I'm not that naive. Why does everyone think I'm such an innocent? Just because I don't have my degree yet? Well, I've been busy.
Nobody cares about your damn degree. How did Adam treat you about Pauline?
Well, he kind of wanted me to shut up. He doesn't think it's any of our business.
Aha. Rika?
Jim kind of wanted me to stop talking. But he does it anyways. Especially when I'm mispronouncing something.
All right, we'll give him that point. What I'm trying to get at is the overly rational, you're being a woman, stop it and go away ploy they use.
Yeah, I did get that.
But is it really
really our business? I mean, I want to help the poor child and all, but she is a grown woman, and this is their affair.
They've been converting you, have they?
Well, I don't know if conversion is the right word, but I can see their viewpoint.
What did Ephraim tell you?
Actually, nothing. We haven't talked about it. Haven't talked about it since that night.
By your initiative or his?
Mutual. It just hasn't come up between us.
Maybe you just lucked out. I think we should mobilize our plan into action.
What plan?
I've sent Pauline to a friend in the psychology department. That should get the ball rolling on whatever is going on between those two. Meanwhile, we should take actions against our own husbands.
Why?
Oh, charming little Brita.
Stop saying things like that. Just because I don't have my degree yet.
Where are you going with this?
A complete lack of empathy. It's mankind's greatest crime. Not one of our men showed the slightest empathy for Pauline. They all popped into their logical modes and told us to forget about it. Had they any real sympathy in their hearts, they would have smacked that stupid Drummond senseless.
Well, maybe the boy just doesn't want to be married. I mean, maybe he was a bad choice for Pauline after all. Maybe he's not the marrying kind. This all could be a blessing in disguise.
Don't get all logical on me, Bill. You're slipping. Yeah, sure. Maybe they don't belong together. Yeah, sure. It's their future after all. But where's the sympathetic response from our men? They get casual about this, they'll get casual about us. After that, who knows?
Well, I'm following you so far.
What are we supposed to do about it?
I'm not sure. I've been thinking. Remember that play, Lysistrata, when the women went on a sex strike to protest the Peloponnesian War?
It didn't do any good, did it? They still fought.
Well, in the play it does. I thought we might try something like that.
Fight a war?
Deny them sex. Just say for a week. See how it goes.
Deny them sex?
Just to smack some sense into them.
That would have worked fine 20 years ago. Ain't gonna do nothing now.
Try something else then. You're a good cook. Deny him that.
But we're still newlyweds.
Oh, puke. How often you jump on this guy?
He'll think something's up.
Isn't that the point?
I don't want to damage our relationship.
Once you get him back into place, you can make it up to him with candlelight, lava lamps, Ravi Shankar, and an hour of 69.
Oh, great. That's another thing that won't work for me.
Isn't this all kind of manipulative? Shouldn't we just talk to them?
You want to get more put-downs? You can if you want to.
I don't know if this is a good idea.
Come on, ladies. We're being taken for granted. All right. I'm open to ideas.
I guess we could try it.
Okay, for a little while.
We have to hang in there together in order to make a statement. One for all and all for one.
You only live once.
That's sisterhood.
I'm denying you sex.
Now that you've got me all hot and bothered, I guess I'll have to bury my nose in this book on skin infections.
I'm not in the mood. I have a headache. It's my period. Why can't you just leave me alone? Oh!
Diarrhea.
I'm denying you pancakes.
Lorraine! Is this Lorraine? Hi, how are you? It's that old smokestack of yours, Drew. Drummond? Drummond. Yeah, that guy. Sure, I'll wait. Yeah, I'm here. So how have you been? Really? Oh. Who's that on the other line? Oh? How long? No kidding. Hey, I hear the Virgin Islands are a great place to honeymoon. I think I'll do that myself someday. He was stationed there. I didn't know they had a Marine base on St. Thomas. Hi. You must be Calvin? I didn't know caller ID had addresses listed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna have to get a new address book. Hey, Judy. What's happening, baby? It's Drummond. Yeah. So how you doing? Long time no see. What you been up to? Really? Twins? Yeah, I bet you got your hands full. You've got another one along the way? Wow. Next Thursday. That's soon, isn't it? What? Oh, I couldn't hear from all the crying. Okay. Maybe I should call you back some other time. Nice talking to you. Man. How long has it been? Charisse! How are you? It's Drew. Hello? Hello? That girl's got a temper. That girl's ugly. How did she get in here?
Oh, they're up to something, all right. You go nookie-less and suddenly there's a conspiracy afoot.
We all can't get anything. Coincidence?
You're not. My wife's Polish. So? How the hell should I know? Could be a custom.
Something screwy's going on. Brita hasn't been out of her bunny suit in days.
Bunny suit?
Oh, never mind.
If there is some kind of conspiracy, you can bet what the cause of it was.
Him.
Hey, wait a minute.
It was you and your dumb move that got their dispositions up in a bun.
How did I get to be the bad guy? I was just trying to be honest.
Yeah, and look what honesty does for people. Gets them all upset, doesn't it, Drew, old boy?
Haven't any of you guys done the same thing somewhere along the way?
Well, once, but...
Not with somebody I've been seeing every day for 2 years.
Well, that's just it. Wouldn't you get sick of tuna fish every night?
Sure, but you don't want to come out and make a big statement about it.
Not when you have married friends that have to put up with the aftermath.
Question is, what do we do about it? There's a group effort going on here.
Oh, there is, all right.
And you know whose idea that was, don't you?
Darla.
Yeah, you know, she can be kind of bitchy sometimes.
Yeah.
And who else would be devious enough? None of the others are bright enough to even consider a plan.
Now, wait a minute. Just because Brita doesn't have her degree yet... No, you're right.
And Belle wouldn't try this on her own.
My wife's Polish.
What do we do?
Hit 'em back. Fight fire with fire.
Deny him sex?
How will that work?
I think you boys are all wrong-headed about this.
They're acting up against us in some way, I agree. Why?
Well, the excuse they could give us is that they're helping Pauline overcome a rough time. But what are they really saying?
They're acting out their insecurities. They're feeling neglect. Or potential neglect.
They think we're going to do what Drummond did. Based on fact or not.
What do you suggest we do?
Be nice to them. You boys married those girls for a reason.
That almost sounds too simple.
I don't know. Brita and I have never really been at odds before. I don't know what to make of all this.
They're making a stand, a statement. I think we should as well.
I agree, they're being silly. But let's not make this any sillier.
I think we should show them they can't push us around.
Actually, I agree. Till we come up with a better idea.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll give you all moral support. But that's all.
What about him?
What about me?
Is he going back to Pauline or dating other chicks or what?
Drew, my opinion is go out and get yourself as much tail as possible.
Well, that's a little easier said than done. Turns out it's taking more effort than I thought.
Well, get on the stick, man. I don't care. Grocery store chicks. Bowling alley chicks. Just start.
Bowling alley chicks?
I don't care. Just start. The rest of you, to the mats.
Good night.
What are you doing?
Giving you a goodnight kiss. You can't touch me. You can't touch me.
Intermittent bladder discharge.
Pancakes.
All right. We need a different strategy. I'm afraid we'll have to call in backup forces.
Not the cheese, Doc.
You got a better plan? Meanwhile, girls, stick to your guns. We're in this together.
Hello? Is this Rita? Rita! Hi there, Rita. This is Drummond. The guy at the 409 Club with all the smiling teeth? Still got him. So how you doing? Your man on the street is as good as can be. Listen, I was wondering if you and I could get together and... Hello? Rita?
Again, please.
American, Valpese, Blue, Brick, Bry, Camembert, Cheddar, Colby, Cottage, Cream, Edam, Feta, Gouda, Limeburger, Monterey, Mozzarella, Monster, Parmesan, Ricotta, Roquefort, and Swiss.
Very good, Mr. Snittle. You are making progress.
Thank you.
Now, I don't want you having trouble saying any of those words again. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we just have enough time to delve into that dream of yours. Is there anything else you want to cover on it?
I mentioned the bus full of cheese.
Yes.
And the theme park with Pirate Cheese Island.
That too.
That'll do it.
I want you to keep writing down your dreams and thoughts in your journal. The recall seems to really be helping you. I have a homework assignment for you for next week. Yes.
Are you Dr. Fells?
Yes.
I'm here 2 o'clock.
Ah, you must be Pauline. I'll be right with you in a moment. Why don't you fill out a form? Frida will give you one. Frida! Frida?
There's no one here.
Frida? What do you mean there's no one here? Frida! Where the hell is Frida?
She's on vacation.
What? Vacation? What vacation? Frida!
She told me she was going on vacation.
Just now. You saw her.
When I came in.
Huh. She told you and not me. Did she say where she was going?
Bahamas, I think.
Did she say how long she'd be gone?
2 weeks.
Shit! And I've got a rabbi with the bris coming this afternoon. Well, anyway, grab a form and a pen from a desk. I'll be with you in a minute. Now, you. Homework. I want you to go to a deli or grocery store and buy a small wedge or block of something. We'll start with something tame. Cheddar, perhaps. I want you to bring a small block of cheddar to our next session. We're going to work with it.
By cheddar, me, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. It'll be a good exercise for you.
You're not helping me. You're just some sort of cheese dominatrix trying to make me suffer. You're not going to force me to eat that stuff, are you? I didn't come here to be abused. I'm hyperventilating.
Calm down, Mr. Sniddle. Calm down. Breathe. Slow, deep breaths. I'm not going to force you to do anything. Here, have some water.
I'm sorry, Doc. I don't know what came over me. I know you're only trying to help.
That's all right. Cheese trauma is one of the most difficult to overcome, but you are making real progress.
You really think I can do this?
Would I make you do anything I thought you couldn't do? Confidence, Mr. Sniddle, confidence.
Okay, Doc. I'll give it a try.
That's the spirit. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for your help, Doc.
Stiff upper lip, Sniddle, stiff upper lip. You can come in, Pauline. Have a seat. What can I do for you today?
I guess you know Darla? She arranged that I stop by?
Yes, she clued me in a bit. As I understand, you were expecting a proposal and your boyfriend didn't come through in the clinch. Is that it? You do realize that there are lots of couples who never get married and are perfectly happy.
I know, but Drummond, my boyfriend, he knew how much I wanted this, and I thought he did too. And then there's the insurance and the benefits and so on.
You don't have to tell me. Been there, done that. Married and divorced myself.
Oh, yeah?
3 times each. You don't have to explain that crap to me.
Well, there's something more. He suggested we see other people.
Ooh, danger sign. Been there, done that. Husband number 2. What was his name? Can bring complications. How do you feel about that?
Like it's a prelude to being dumped?
Could be. Could be. Probably is. Wasn't my case with number 2. Number 3 was another story. The sex thing, you know? Blah, blah, blah. Do this, do that. Found another position in a manual. Blah, blah, blah. Finally married a Chinese acrobat. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you.
Well, I don't know what to tell you offhand. I usually don't do couples counseling. How long have you and this mushroom been together?
2 years. A very dedicated 2 years. Well, at least on my part.
It's an investment, all right. Should have seen how many years I put into #1 before I got that slug to the altar. Well, to be fair, I have to tell you, this isn't my specialty. But I can hook you up with somebody if you need it. If you can drag his ass in here. Well, as a friend of a friend, I'd be willing to toss in my 2 cents where it helps.
I'd appreciate any help. Darla's trying to help, but I get the feeling that she's attempting more of an assault of some kind.
Wouldn't surprise me. She's a nice girl, but she can be kind of bitchy sometimes. So, how's your relationship with Cheese going?
The surgery I performed was successful.
Remember the client? Yeah. Rob Dolan. That rich stockbroker guy.
Trust.
Tú eres guapo.
How are you, baby? Are you feeling it, baby? You think you can handle Big Lee? Now's the time for you, baby. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so hot. Take me, baby. I'm yours.
What are you doing? Haven't you ever heard of knocking first?
What am I doing? What are you doing? What's that?
Never mind what's that.
Is that a dirty magazine? Were you using our bedroom to get yourself off?
You're changing the subject. I want to know why you didn't knock.
Since when has that bothered you before? Leon, what are you doing?
You don't want me anymore anyway. And if I can't have any privacy, I'm going to the club.
You don't belong to a club.
And I'm going to the YMCA.
They're all gay.
And I'm going to a public park. At least I'll have more privacy.
You're unwrapping it.
Well, of course. We want the full effect. Now, I want you to hold it. I want you to look deep into the cheese. Breathe. Breathe the cheese. Always breathe. Feel yourself and the cheese unite.
I don't want to.
Ah, but it'll be good for you. Breathe. Be in harmony with its source. Always breathe. Now, be one. Be one. Say it. Say it out loud. I am one with the cheese.
I am one with the cheese.
Again, louder. I am one with the cheese.
I am one with the cheese.
The cheese is part of me. I am part of it.
The cheese is part of me and I'm a part of it.
I am a part of the cheese.
I am part of the cheese.
I and the cheese are one.
I and the cheese are one.
I am the cheese.
I am the cheese.
Again, louder. Still. I am the cheese.
I am the cheese.
Again.
I am the cheese.
Once more.
I am the cheese.
Very good. Excellent, Mr. Sniddle. No. Don't put it back. Stay. Stay. Oh, We have made some real progress, Mr. Snittle. Did you feel that?
Yes, I did.
Can you see yourself someday walking through the supermarkets, unaffected by displays, sauntering past the cheese lady, picking your teeth with those little toothpicks?
It seemed out of reach before.
We'll get you there, Mr. Snittle. We'll get you there. Yes?
Is this the workshop for compulsives?
No, this is private consultation. I'm Phallus. I do dairy products. You want Freeburg down the hall.
This way?
Yes. 217, just past Merleson. He does poultry.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. We give Freeburg all the nutcases. Now, next time, I want you to do the same thing here and at home. Only with a block of gorgonzola.
No, not the Italians!
Nonsense. You have nothing to be fearful of but your own fears.
What do we want to go see this lady for? There's nothing wrong with us.
That's what you think.
Now, I want you to take this with you, and I want you to look at it every day.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Hello, Doctor.
Ah, Pauline. And this must be the problem.
Hello?
Why don't you fill out a form? Jessica will give you one.
Who?
Right over there. Jessica's filling in for Frida at the desk.
There's nobody here.
God damn it, come on in. So, I understand the two of you are having problems. And it's all your fault.
I was just being honest. Thought we could use some time to clear our heads first, should we decide to become a more permanent couple.
How permanent do you think we've been?
Well, that's just it. Is this what we really want?
It was what I wanted. Both of us don't need to clear our heads.
All right, just me. I need some time to think about all this.
You need some time to make some booty calls.
I wasn't going around behind your back.
He's right. At least he's being upfront about it. If the man is going to be a turd, at least he can be an honest turd. So, tell me, Drummond, is it? Why exactly shouldn't I smack you upside the head?
What are you taking her side for?
I'm not taking sides. I am a professional psychologist. We just treat conditions. We never make judgments. You asshole! So, why don't you tell me about all those urges in your penis?
If you would like to submit an idea or program to SW Radio, contact us through the website solarwindmedia.com or email us directly at solarwindmedia@gmail.com.
What if we...
Well, you know we could.
Well, I think...
You know, that's a really annoying noise that you make.
It's a perfectly good noise. My mother used it effectively on me for 20 years.
Left home, didn't you?
I'm in no mood for discussion. Let's wait until she gets here.
For Pete's sake, Darla, you knew Leon was odd from the beginning. Stop that!
You brought this on yourself. Didn't we start out originally trying to help Pauline?
And I don't see the connection. And I don't like being upset with my pookums.
Ugh, gag me with a spoon.
Besides, his reactions were kind of weird.
She's right.
I don't know how being upset with our husbands helps Pauline. I don't even know if Pauline wants our help.
We're not talking about Pauline here now. We're talking about me.
Those are two different things. I think this whole thing is wrong.
We'll wait until she arrives and see what she advises, and that's that.
Is this necessary?
Sit!
Hit me again, girl. I'll slap your face.
I am at the door now. The lady has answered the door. I am now entering the home. I am now going to take off my coat. I am now entering the home. The lady has waved to me and is now closing the door. I am now entering the living room where the rest of the women are sitting. Are there any men here? No. The situation appears lawless. It looks like we're safe. I can put away my pepper spray. I am looking for a seat. Ah, I recognize Darla. Darla is here. I haven't a clue who the rest of these babes are. Darla is offering me a seat. I am now sitting down. Oh, no, it just feels good to unload this damn purse. The lady who has answered the door is sitting down. They are all staring at me. I am going to start a meeting with them in a minute. I'll call back in 15 minutes to see if I need a backup. Signing off. Sorry about that. It's my service. I like to keep up with where I am and what I'm doing. It's kind of a bother, though. I pay them $400 a month for them. So, darling, how are you, dear? Mwah, mwah. And you must be the lady of the house.
I'm Bill.
And who the hell are all the others?
This is Brita. And this is Rika. She's an immigrant.
How charming for you. I don't get around much. I'm Phyllis, but you could call me Dr. Phil. So, what? Are you all here for eating disorders?
No, it's actually man problems.
Ah, Jesus. Get me a scotch on the rocks, please, and squeeze that bottle till it screams. Be right back.
Actually, it started with Pauline, the girl I sent you.
Ah, yes. Very nice girl. I met with her yesterday. She deserves a good man. She's not going to find one on this planet. So, how are you all involved again?
Well, our husbands took her situation lightly and made us all upset.
It's the species. You put a badger in your house, you're going to complain if it makes a lousy pet?
Well, Darla thought it would help if we taught them a lesson. You know, deny them sex for a little while.
Just to smack some sense into them.
That's hitting below the belt.
You made them all a little goofies.
A little what?
Strange.
I'll bet.
Scotch.
Ah, thank you. What did you expect?
Well, while we were trying to figure out what to do, Darla developed a separate problem with her husband.
I found out something weird about him.
Hit me.
Like Leon wasn't weird to begin with.
Oh, don't go there, little Miss Newlywed. Not with that Eagle Scout you picked.
Now, wait a minute.
Ladies, this isn't the place to bring up petty rivalries. I'm only on my second scotch. So, tell me, honey, what's the problem with him?
I want to be a porn star.
Go ahead, I've always wanted to be a porn star. It's just, Darla kind of caught me at it.
Caught you at what?
Never mind. What the heck, she and I haven't been getting along well lately.
I hate to say I told you so.
No, you don't. You'd love to say I told you so.
You know you're right. I do.
Well, what do we do now?
Now that Leon has helped us in so many ways,
So, like things were going so well for you?
none of us have the urge to move to California and become porn stars.
Okay, maybe that's a little odd. Point taken.
Well, now that I think about it.
What?
It was just a passing thought. Forget it.
The Britney Spears fantasy again?
Did you lay off the Britney Spears stuff already?
So what did this psychologist dame do to you?
Basically tried to tell me I was out of touch.
With what?
Everything. Pauline, myself. I can't see what the big deal is. Marriage isn't the huge thing it used to be. I don't understand why everybody's taking this so seriously.
Maybe it has something to do with the way we build our societies.
Now you're starting to sound like a sociologist.
Maybe. Maybe it's true.
At any rate, I don't think our wives are going to want to hear an argument against it.
Or that psychologist. I can imagine what you do to me.
I play better at my uncle's.
Maybe we should have went to your uncle's.
Why are we always playing men against the women?
It's my darling wife's idea.
Well, what would you suggest? Trading dirty magazines like baseball cards?
That would be kind of fun in a way. You know, like as a gag gift kind of thing. You know?
How about the wife who spies on her husband the least gets to take home the prize champagne bottle?
How did we settle on champagne? Leon bought it. Should be Mad Dog 2020.
Darla develops a keen wit, working those phone lines all day.
Well, at least somebody knows where the pockets are.
Spoke too soon. Unusual to hear his voice at all.
You'll have to forgive her. She doesn't always recognize correct grammar.
Oh, shoot!
Hey, you can't go again. It's Jim's turn.
At this rate, you'll have it back in a second.
Got that right, Ace.
I think I'm night blind.
We've all had better games.
Come on. We've got solid balls.
How's that? You've been emptying them out on your own.
No, the table. You're about to shoot a solid. You've got stripes. We've got solids.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing how God planned it. Daughters of Eve, thou shalt have stripes, and sons of Adam shall have solid balls.
You're making me miss.
No, he isn't. That talent comes naturally.
Let's see you master it. You've got a lot of experience with a pole in your hands.
So, Jim. You know why women have two sets of lips? So they can piss and moan at the same time.
You get disgusting when you're drunk.
What? I haven't been drinking.
What's that bottle you've been leaning on?
One beer? One beer is now considered drinking?
Whatever leads you on.
Oh, come on.
I think it's getting a little tense in here. Maybe we should finish the game.
Oh, Brita doesn't want to lose alone. Ah, stop jabbing me in the ribs like that.
Oh, you've earned it.
At least she doesn't threaten you with sanitized toiletries.
Now look what you've done.
Me?
It's you. Always you.
Well, I don't want to be left alone with the guys.
Beer, anybody?
Does this mean we win?
Personally, I'd wring the bastard's neck. But I'm not necessarily here to advise. I'm only here to clarify.
What do you think we should do?
Well, it sounds to me as if you've all got your own personal little war going on. And if there's one thing I've learned from psychology, it's this. War doesn't solve anything. Though it does come in handy sometimes. Look at Iraq. Came in pretty handy to get rid of a bunch of people, but that's neither here nor there. What we need you to do is to learn to talk better. Here's what we'll do. You reel in those boneheads and get them to stay here for a while. And I'll give you a free counseling session just to get you started. How's that?
Fine with me.
What's there to lose?
I think that would be okay.
Let's do it then. Now, to get them here.
You want me to what?
It's just for an hour.
This is that screwball friend of Darla's. What better possible recommendation?
She's not screwsball. Okay, maybe she is. But she's helping Pauline and Drummond.
According to Pauline or according to Drummond?
Well, she's trying to. Besides, I think we need some help too. I think we all need help from time to time.
Whatever problems we have, we can handle on our own without others butting in.
Just try it. How could it hurt?
Everyone else is going to be there?
Well, of course. We're all friends. We should work together.
So we all started this together. No. Oh, I'm against it.
Kurwa mać, nie mogę
Don't swear at me in Polish, that's unfair!
Oh, you're kidding.
Just try it. It won't kill you.
And the others agree?
Yes. They're supposed to.
Well, if it'll put an end to all this, I suppose.
That's my pookums. You're not going to act weird again, are you?
Absolutely not.
Just give it a chance.
With all our friends there?
Well, we all kind of started this together.
You just want to humiliate me in public because of the other day.
I do not.
Forget it. Count me out.
Do you want to have sex with me again?
I'm there.
Hi, guys. Come on in. Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
How you doing? Give me your coat. Let me have your coat. Jim?
Thank
you. Welcome.
Okay.
Hey, Rita. Hey, Adam.
Okay, Leon and Darla should be here shortly.
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen them on the street.
Get the devils.
Now that everybody's here, why don't we get started?
Hi. Everybody's in the living room. Take your coats.
Hey, Donna, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Thank you.
Leon?
See you.
Come on in.
Hey, everyone, there's coffee, tea, and water in the kitchen. Everyone feel free to help themselves.
So, how's the semester going, Ephraim?
Good. You?
Can't complain?
How the rest of you all doing?
Fine.
Okay.
How is the degree going, Rita?
Okay.
You have any idea how long it's going to take?
No. Sorry.
Hi, come on in.
I am entering the building now. I am looking into the living room. The living room is full of people. I recognize some, but not all. They're clearing a place for me to sit. I'm going to put my bag down. sitting down. It look as if they are waiting for me to talk. They are waiting for me to put the phone down. I'm going to put the phone down. I'm going to check back in 20 minutes. Signing off. Well, hello everyone. I believe we're all here, are we? Yes. Well, I'd like to start with a few simple introductions. As you can see, I am Phyllis Vallis, doctor in psychology. You can call me Doctor. Phyllis. Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
People have been calling me that for years until some loser copped it and got his own TV show. Now, I'd like to start by going around the room and saying a little something about ourselves. Now, I know you are all very familiar with each other, but I'm not. So, I'd like to get a little bit of a background of who you all are. So, let's start there. Darla, since I'm here at your invitation, why don't we start with you?
Okay, I'm Darla. This is my husband, Leon. He teaches at the university. I work there in administration, and he wants to grow up to be a pervert.
Hey!
Now, we're not going to make any judgment calls here. Not yet. Not until I tell you. Okay, Leon.
I'm Darla's husband, as she said, and I think my interests are my own business.
All right. You folks live here, right?
That's right. I'm Belle. I'm his wife.
And what do you do?
I'm a wife. I do wifey things.
Okay. Next.
Ephraim. I run the African American Studies at the university.
Jim. I'm an associate English professor.
I'm Rika, I'm his wife, and I work with the foreign exchange students.
Adam, assistant professor, Comp Lit.
I'm Brita. I'm still working on my degree.
All such smart people. Okay, now that we have a bit of an idea of who we are, let's move on to some of the bigger questions. Any children?
No.
What a ghastly thought.
We had one.
But he turned out kind of stupid.
We gave up after that.
We decided that we should wait until I get my degree.
What's your degree in?
Well, that's something else we're still talking about.
Maybe in a couple of years. I just got my position.
No children. That helps to uncomplicate things. It's always good to know where people are at in these kinds of issues. So, I understand you've had a little disagreement amongst yourselves. Now, what was it all about and how did it get started? Holy Jesus! Perhaps we should appoint someone to lay out the story. We'll do it this way. Let me tell you what happened. One couple had a relationship problem, and it ricocheted off all their friends. Why? Because their friends won't butt out.
Yes.
Now, this probably wouldn't have happened if the male members of this group had been a little bit more sympathetic to their female counterparts, considering they took this relationship problem so seriously.
Yeah, see?
Now, what have we learned from this encounter? Perhaps we should listen more and talk Les? Incidentally, where is this distraught twosome that has brought such grievous angst amongst you people?
That's right. Pauline and Drummond aren't here.
They were supposed to come, weren't they?
What do you think happened?
I told them to go off and solve their damn problems themselves. Didn't even have an eating disorder. And as for you, Budinskis, now, we're all going to sit here and talk to each other for a little while. See if you get the hang of it. We'll start with a compliment. Men, say something nice about the women. Come on, I've got a roast in the oven.
I'll start. We, at least I, am always happy to see you all here. That includes the men, too.
Okay. Lame, but it's a start.
What?
But let's try to confine our statements to the opposite sex. Who's next?
You always smell nice. All of you.
Ugh, no wonder they call you the Eagle Scout. Next.
What I think Dr. Phil here means is we should all say something personal. I didn't think this was a good idea. I told Rika from the start, whatever Drew and Pauline decided was their business. But what I failed to realize, and I think some of the other guys did, was recognizing Rika. And I think some of the other ladies, I think they wanted to see a little more concern from us. And we failed to provide it.
That was a very good speech.
He's an English professor, you know.
What about you, Johnny Wad?
I probably was being too flippant and got on people's nerves.
All right. Real progress. Okay, now, women, it's your turn. Say something nice about the men.
Eth and I haven't been at each other's throats like you guys have. Marriage, by nature, is a compromise.
That's right. Look at you. You all different. That's because you're different people. Bill and I are different. We have our differences, and we will always have our differences, but we get along because we recognize those differences.
Well, you get points for the statement, but from now on, clam up. It's the women's turn.
I always thought the argument was silly.
I just felt sorry for Pauline. I just felt I knew what she was going through.
So did I. I didn't want to be mad at my Pookums. Besides, he was creeping me out.
Well, I'm not hearing a lot of compliments, but it's meaningful stuff.
We're not really mad at you guys. I just thought you could have shown a little more sympathy for Pauline. And you don't really want to be a porn star, do you?
Well, as a fantasy, yeah. We did talk about fantasies last time we were all here.
Oh, right. And who would give you that opportunity?
Apparently not you. Whoa.
Oh, come on. You mean to tell me I'm not giving you enough action?
Well, lately, no. Wasn't that the game plan?
He farts in bed. You call that romantic?
They all fart in bed.
What? Mm-hmm. How do you know we all fart in bed?
Oh, yes, you do. Been there, done that.
You do. You think that air freshener sits next to the headboard for its looks?
Adam blows his nose in the sheets.
I did that once. You leave makeup all over the bathroom counter, not to mention coming to bed like a plaster of Paris.
I thought you liked my skin.
When I can find it.
People!
You're always asking me to make up your mind for you, and when I do, you get mad at me.
I don't always do that. I appreciate another opinion, that's all. Just because I don't have my degree yet.
Oh, here we go again.
People, this is not the path we want to walk down.
Everyone, come on. You're throwing away all the steps you've gained. Why, I remember when I was marching with Dr. Martin Luther King.
You never marched with Dr. King. I don't know why you insist on telling that story.
I did too, Marge. Well, I intended to.
The day he came to town, you had dysentery.
Well, I was part of his campaign. He sent me a letter.
And what did it say? Dear sir, thank you for your support.
What were you expecting me to do? Walk around the house naked all day, just waiting to jump you as you step through the door?
People, this is not what we call compromise. This is not listening.
Well, there's a lot of things about you that I don't like.
Say, Josephat, it's like a goddamned rugby tournament in here.
Nobody heard us knock, and we could tell you were all in here, so we came in.
Oh, we didn't know you were coming. Sit down. We were just discussing some things with Dr. Phil.
We can't stay. We just came by to tell you all. We're back together.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. There ain't nobody out there better for me than Pauline anyway.
Well, we just want to thank you for all your concern over the past few days. And I'd like to thank Dr. Phil as well for your help.
Actually, it was worth listening to, thanks.
Well, we won't take up any more of your time. You go on ahead with your discussion.
Bye, y'all.
You people got anything to add? I got a roast in the oven.
Thanks for coming. We'll take you from here. Ephraim, are you going to just sit there? You're going to get this woman her coat.
Coming right up.
My work here is done. Go and live in peace. It's Phil. I am now putting on my coat. Leaving said address. They are opening the door for me. I am now walking out the door. I am looking for my car. Ah, I see it, and I am now heading down the street.
Look, you all take your arguments home with you. And don't come back until you feel like having a good time.
Dry season has stalled my growing seeds of life. Water wet my chapped lips, blisters is all I need.
And you.
What?
Come upstairs. I'm going to show you what an old woman can really do.
Adam, do you know what you're going to do over spring break?
I haven't decided yet. No.
I do.
How does this camera work?
Just press that red button. It'll automatically set itself.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go for it, stud.
Hey, baby. How about some old Big Lee?
Oh, take me! Big Lee, take me! I want it so bad!
Here is your bill, sir. You can take care of it whenever.
Go right ahead. And include 10% for yourself, my good man.
Well, aren't we the nouveau riche?
Pauline, I know you've waited a long time for this. But tonight's the night.
Oh, Drew. For real this time?
Absolutely. Close your eyes. Hold out your hand.
What's this?
It's a timeshare. I can get a really great deal on it for the summer. It's right on the beach. You know how we've always talked about spending more time there? Now we can.
Oh, Drew. You just don't get it, do you?
What do you mean I don't get it? I thought you'd love this.
When are you going to listen to me?
I do listen.
Heteros. I'm in love. I'm out of love. I'm in love. I'm out of love.
I've heard the jive about the tortured separation. Read all the tales about the demons and the dragons. I rolled the dice to study my own vices. Think I got something you could use. I've left the house with no rules for the game plan. Seen all the scuttle when I shouted open season. I drink martinis to feel like I am needed. Think I got something you could use. You know that a second guess is just a waste of time. Just another trick that confuses your will with your rhyme. I almost bought the farm just to see if it was worth it. It mangoes in the desert cause the prickles were too perfect. I gave up dancing, I couldn't do it. Think I got something you could use. Think I got something you could use. Yes, I do, think I got something you could use.